I always make jokes because when we was young, it was when they see Irv, that's Chris brother Irv. Then we get older and he's popping. It's that's Irv brother Chris, and that's to me like the biggest satisfaction because it's like I did it. I got him there because I seen it. Irv was the goose that laid the golden egg. He had a million ideas. I had to keep every thug street dude from across the country, from New York to LA, off of him, away from him. Irv would always hit you with the tunnel vision. He would hit you with this. He would tell me, focus. Like, stop thinking, oh, I got you, but I had to keep everyone away so he could stay focused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to accomplish something and everyone doesn't understand that, you need focus.
So he understood the value of being very singular when it came to the music in particular?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, very. He knew that power extremely well. He would force it on me. I would bring new artists, you know, to him, and he would look at me like, nigga, we get money with Ja Rule. Stop fucking playing. And hit me with the the blinkers.
Right.
We're gamblers. My father taught us how to gamble on horses from like 5 years old. So the blinkers on the horse, that's why they have them, so that they don't see the other horses so they can run as fast as they can.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what he would hit us with. Irv would always remind me, don't think of nothing else, to stay on this shit right here. And
it was just obvious that it was music?
Well, at the time, it was music. Then it evolved to everything we started. And anything outside of music, if we did, let's say, the studio, it's like, let's get the studio right. You know, until we had it right, then he could take a little, you know, break, basically, because he knew it's running. It's a well-oiled machine. Then it was the clothing line. And then, I mean, all of those things.
But did he understand the value of taking a break or taking a step back? Because I do feel like a lot of people that I see being super talented, that they don't understand why maybe taking some time off to go on vacation would be a good idea.
You know, if anyone know Irv, he would wear the same clothes a lot. 3, 4, 5 days. He thought he was on the block hustling. That was the mindset, right? So if you ever seen real block niggas out there hustling, they would be in the same clothes hustling day after day after day. And you're like, yo, you didn't go home? And they're like, no. They out there getting that money. Irv had that mindset, and he probably took it from his friends that was on the block, right? So he would do that, and that would, whatever motivates you, right? That was part of his motivation. So he's sitting there working same clothes day after day, just building and grinding, not thinking about time or anything. So when you ask when did he realize the value of it, we went our trial in 2005, and we go through hell, and that's when he said he took his sabbatical. He's like, he said, because the music, they wasn't coming back the way, after we went to trial, they didn't give us our deal back. It took 2 years. Before we got our deal back.
And at that time, were you feeling out other labels, or were you thinking about
We were shopping around everywhere. This is when you know you're blackballed.
And there was that big of a stigma around you guys, even though you had beaten the charges.
1,000%.
You think that would still happen that way today?
First of all, there's no more joint ventures. They don't want that business. Record labels do not want to be a partner of someone that might be inside of a criminal enterprise. They don't want to deal with that. See, the universal system, they cooperated with the government against us because the government told them, if you don't, we're coming after you too. So, you know, they took their stance and they started fucking us in all types of different ways from our financial side, where they owed us money and wasn't paying us. End of the day, we got through that too. But, you know, that comes from that tunnel vision and focus and the belief. And it's something, we're here for more than just jail. But fuck out of here.
You had beaten the case by 2005?
That's when we won in 2005.
I mean, the irony of that, and it took you like 5 years roughly to fight it, right?
Yeah, 3 years. 2002 is when they came in, and 2005 is when it ended. So I told the prosecutor that when you heard that, all rise, and that's when the jury was coming in with the verdict, I turned to her and said, you took fucking 3 years of my life. I get it back today.
Right.
I said it twice, and then she got all nervous and turned around.
But I mean, if I could have picked an era in the music industry to not miss out on, it might have been that era.
It's got to be.
You know, that was pretty much the golden age in a lot of ways.
In so many ways. We created so many things with if it wasn't us, the people we was affiliated with that we helped start and create. Like Jay-Z used to literally sit in my office waiting to talk to Irv. This is that era you're talking about. You know, DMX, we go to get DMX's deal, and Irv walks to the chalkboard and puts 5 with the triangle, which is 5-time platinum. And all of Def Jam's staff laughed him out the building. Irv, who's gonna fucking believe this guy that barks? And who's buying his records? Chihuahuas? This is what they're saying. And Irv, they're trying to embarrass him. And Irv's like, fuck you. We're leaving. We quit. Irv quit. DMX loved Irv through the roof because of that, because no one ever fought for him that way. But Leo, when he found out Irv literally quit and told them to fucking fuck off because of his music, oh man, DMX was through the roof, man.
I could see him appreciating that.
He never
kind of
had
energy.
that. He said, this is his words. He said, and God bless the ex, man. And he's like, I never had no one stand up for me like that or look out for me like that. And Irv did that for him. Right. It took Leo Cohen to come back to Hollis, Queens to get us to come back.
Wow. So at a certain point, how does that dynamic change where they want you back instead of you being blackballed? The stigma
how
just
does it
starts
change
to wear off?
now? Or like,
no, at that time. Like, how did it kind of slowly
Listen, it was very cocky. Those guys, they feel they're the best at what they do, and probably rightfully so at the time. They're that good. Leo was that good at what he does, and we're fresh on the scene. We don't have the historical time yet. We understood it. We still went back and talked to him and dealt with him, but then after 336, that's the time everything changed from that standpoint.
What do you mean 336?
That's Ja's album, 336.
Okay.
His second album. We come out here, get the house in the hills, and we go fucking crazy. I mean, partying, everything. That scene is I know everyone talks about it. It was crazy. Right. I mean, we had the Bloods, the Crips, the fucking Booyah Tribe. Everybody was in our house. Right. Guns was checked at the door in a basket. You put a tag on your gun so you know whose shit it is. Wow. This is how crazy we were. We was ignorant to the LA lifestyle. We partied every fucking where in all types of places we probably shouldn't have if we knew better, but we just did it. Incredible time though. Created an incredible scene, vibe, and music. Right. And we would go out, take that scene. So LA was our Ja Rule's musical acclimate is based inside of a LA environment as well as a New York environment. So he kind of morphed it, and that became what everyone calls the Murder Inc. sound. But we make that incredible album, go back to Def Jam. We're loving the album out here, everybody. We go back to Def Jam, we have a meeting with the staff to roll it out and everything, and they laughed at us, said it was terrible. Really? Leo told us, we're going to give you another $200,000, go make another first single and come back and we'll figure out how to salvage this shit.
Shout out to our sponsor, Everything 420. They're like the Amazon of smoking gear. They've got vapes, grinders, glass, edibles, flour, and even shrooms. The E420 app makes it super easy to browse and order, and shipping is always fast and discreet. They're always running deals too, so check out the app and use code NOJUMPER for extra money off.